What's going on? This is Alan Brown, aka Bully the Kid. Welcome to Base Hang 127. Tried to do something a little bit different and let the program itself run the intro and all that stuff. But yeah, it was kind of going in and out on my side. Like it was like I didn't have internet for some reason. It was very weird though. But anyway, glad y'all are here. Wouldn't be a stream without any technical difficulties. I've been told by a certain floof, and that's held true for 120 something episodes of this podcast. If you could, usual suspects I know are in the building. If you would do me a favor and like, share, subscribe. You have to be subscribed to see this more than likely. But thank y'all for being here. Comment, get involved, and tell me where you're actually watching this stream from. I'm very interested to see where y'all are actually checking this out at, and maybe some of the homies will drop in a little bit later. We'll see. But right now it's just me, and yep. What's going on, JP? Hope you're doing all right. Yeah, so if y'all are watching in the chat, go ahead and let me know where y'all watching this bad boy from. Got all about the base. What's happening? How you doing? All right, watching from Fairfax, Virginia. Okay, cool. All right. I do want to ask this question. Me moving this to Wednesday, is that better or worse for y'all? Because I don't feel like anything's really happening on a Wednesday. It's kind of been working out for me. So I have my Sunday back and I can chill before I have to go back and do the whole work grind thing. So I've been liking it, but I want to know for y'all, is there a better day that I could do this? Y'all let me know in the chat. So far, Wednesday has been the ideal time. And yeah, I do also want to take the time to say this. A few of the people, the regulars that show up on podcast called The Basics. It's basically for newer players to come to a safe space and learn a variety of subjects. This is put on by Okayest Basis and Shannon, and it is the whole concept itself is really cool. I'm kind of upset I didn't get to take. I didn't think of that name. The Basics. That's pretty dope. But yeah, so if OB shows up, I'll actually give him a shout out so y'all could actually put eyes on the podcast that he's doing and stuff like that. I also want to ask, is my audio okay? Am I low? Am I high? Because I'm high in my ears, but I don't know if I'm high to y'all. I don't know if that made it better or worse, but we gonna see. I feel like it made it better. I don't want to be too loud. Yeah, I don't want to be too loud, blow y'all out, but it's more responsive, so I think that's all right. Okay, okay. Let's see. All about the bass is watching from ATL. Dope. All right, Dan Orr watching from Southeast Michigan. What's going on, Dan? Let's see. About the same. Wednesday's pretty open for me usually. That's what I figured. Like most people doing much stuff during the weekday, especially on hump day. Hump day. So I figured I'd fill that spot and give y'all something to, check out. Then y'all all, you all play bass, so it's always a good time. You feel me? Okay, audio's good. Cool. Mid high. What does that mean? You're a bassist. You're always slow. Good one. Also, what's good, Sono? How you doing, man? Actually, if you're not doing nothing, hop on in, man. I got some questions to ask you about something you just picked up. That's actually I'm going to talk about here. So, if you care to drop in for a few minutes, the you know where to look for the link. You couldn't drop in and get down if you want. If not, all right. Yo, Mad Jack checking in from Florida. Cool. All right. So getting into the subject matter, there's been a few cool little things that's just it's been hinted and I've been kind of waiting for it, and it finally has made its arrival. And I don't know if it's mainstream yet, but the release of said bass is now out and about. Now, this company has been on the channel a lot. I really like the company because of the travel bass concept that they have is really, really nice. It is my exclusive travel bass. So if I'm going somewhere, that's the bass I'm pulling out. That's the bass I'm using. And it's been good thus far. So company I'm talking about is Close Guitars. They usually do, they came on the scene a few years back, and they were doing carbon fiber acoustic instruments, ukuleles, various scales of acoustic instruments. Then they ventured into the lead guitar world. Now, the thing that makes them awesome, and I've already talked about them, is the fact that they use a carbon fiber neck, which that's nobody's really doing that since Modulus kind of isn't really popping like that anymore. It's very unique. It looks cool. Who don't like carbon fiber? The pick guard is also carbon fiber usually. So the whole look itself is really, really stunning. I have one. Where are you at? Did I have you up? You gotta be somewhere. Where you at? There you go. Right there, behind my CFG strap. This is my blue one. Got the green strings on it. But yeah, it's a really solid bass. Very solid. It is my travel bass. And so whenever I'm making a journey, hopping on a plane somewhere like that, it's usually my carry-on. So I can tuck it under the seat. So I got it along with my, man bag or whatever you want to call it, to put that in the overhead and carry-ons. So it works. And it's been really, really good. But they came out with another bass venturing into the multi-string world, and I feel like the next way they're going to go is the multi-scale route. I feel like they may venture into there. There are some really cool things that they came out with. They have a headless design for those that are into the headless game. I know a certain OB who's really into headless basses. They came out with a 6-string and 2 5-string models. So one is just a traditional headstock, kind of reminiscent of like a Sire Basic. That's what it kind of reminds me of a little bit. Maybe not a as pointed Music Man, Ernie Ball. It's kind of got that same vibe. I think Harley Benton kind of went into that as well. It's a little bit different, but it has the same energy, right? So I'm going to hop into there and talk about that. But first, let me go ahead and bring in somebody that's into headless basses, and he's a regular. OB, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you fine. What's going on?
Cool. Oh, not
Yeah.
much. Trying to test out all this new fun stuff.
Okay, what'd you get?
The Focusrite Scarlett Solo.
Oh,
Since I'm running it through an iPad, there was
oh.
also I got a new camera too, but it's above my monitor, so now I look like I'm looking at everybody's tits. So it's kind of fun.
Well, that's fine. I'm looking to the side to see you, so it really don't matter. You know?
But the people at Focusrite, it was really neat because like I went through everything. The only problem through the iPad is software. The
Okay.
using Safari, there is no way for it to recognize something that has multiple audio inputs from a single source. But I called Focusrite. I figured, well, if anybody knows a workaround, it'd be the people who make an audio interface. And they go, oh, yeah, hook it up to a computer real quick. There's a setting that lets you blend inputs 1 and 2 into
Into
the
one
same
mono.
source. Well, not
Yeah.
the one mono. It's input 1 and 2 both feed into input 1 and 2 simultaneously. So it's because the Solo is typically used more as a mobile one rather than something like the 2i2 or the 4i4.
Okay.
So both are going in, and it treats it as one. I guess like a set of headphones is how the iPad sees it. It sees that there's audio in and it sends audio out. So everything's hooked up. Of course, the mic's all the way up here, but I have a boom arm coming. I just hurried up and rigged everything together.
You don't sound bad.
The only
Sounds pretty
thing that's
good.
the only thing that's been weird is the instrument. I tested multiple times. I have it directed in, and it's always sounded really overdriven. But I don't know if you can even hear it now because I have it turned way down.
Go ahead. Is the battery dead?
It's in passive.
You sure?
Yes,
Can you hear it?
I can hear it.
Okay. Yeah, that's weird.
I don't know. I just got to play with it.
Yeah, it's not catching the lower notes, but the higher notes are actually pretty good.
I
It's
don't know.
those. It's weird.
Oh well.
Yeah,
It's not like I
yeah,
need to play anyway.
It's a learning experience, which is cool. At least you got it. You know? Do you hear the fuzz? Sound like it's clipping, actually.
Well, and it shows at one port that it like it is, but then when I cut it, let's see. Did that help?
Okay, turn your volume down on your bass. No? Okay. Nope. It's just doing that to the signal. That's interesting.
And I wonder it might just be that I'm using the Positive Grid link, the Spark link, the wireless, maybe that. Because it's just going straight from this to the Focus, right? There's nothing in between.
Messing it up. It's just directly there.
So
Okay.
I could grab a
Okay.
cable and try it, but I'm not that worried about it.
Yeah. It's
I
gonna take
just
some
turn
time
it
to
off.
get it together. But
I
yeah,
was
man, that's a pretty looking bass though. In the meantime.
I was very close to when I found out that it can't do the proper signal interface thing. I was very close to just returning it and getting just a USB microphone. Just being like, I don't need it. This camera looks awful.
Why you
Like
say that?
it, like I look super bleached out on mine anyway.
Yeah.
I'm just pale. That's what it is.
Do you have your ceiling fan light on?
Yeah.
Okay, you have any other light source on you?
No.
Is just your ceiling fan that bright?
No. I mean the monitor.
Okay. So when you say the monitor, you mean the iPad?
No, I have an external display too.
Okay. Could you turn off that display, see if it helps? Are you using it?
Yeah, it's what you're on. Let me try this. Switch that.
Well, you're not bleached
So-
out anymore.
That's because I'm looking at the iPad instead of the display. But the display is now all black. So I guess it's
Yeah.
the monitor.
Yeah. Swapping back over. And then boom. Yeah. Okay.
That's fine. Anyway, what
Yeah.
about headless bases?
Yeah, I was talking about close basses. They just came out with a 5 and a 6 string. The 5
Oh.
string, the 5 string has two different flavors of build. There's one that's a headless version, quote unquote, and then there's one that's a traditional version. And I wanted to actually check that out real quick.
You said it's close?
Yeah, close guitars. So I'm gonna do this number here, and then go back and check that out.
Close
Go back.
close guitars.
Yeah.
Bass.
So
5 string.
let's. I'm about to bring it on
20
the screen. I'm about to bring it on the screen.
$2,700. $3,100. Nope, I'm good. I'm good.
Share
I'm
screen
good. I'm good.
window.
I'm good. Oh,
All right.
I don't have chat open. Why?
So this is what it's looking like. I don't know if they all
It's
swivel.
it's looking like hella expensive's what it's looking like.
Well, I mean, it's carbon fiber and it's extremely lightweight.
I
So you're
mean,
paying for whatever you
those
get.
are those are two things I like. I just
So here is the traditional flavor of it, and then here is the fretless flavor of it, or not
I
the
just
fretless, the headless.
it's
It's
so
interesting.
weird.
It's
It's
interesting.
so it's so weird. It's headless, but we didn't make a straight line of the string retainers, and we didn't make it headless. We just made it tuner knobless.
I like it. Um, so the I guess the tuners are down here,
Yeah, it'd be
as it
those.
would be.
Hmm.
That's interesting. I've only seen tuners that like hang out this way,
I've seen a
not
few
straight up
like
and down.
boutiques that use those, but I've never used one, and my only concern would be like, what's the actual? Because this looks, if you look at the lack of headstock, it
Mm.
looks like those are like compression pins that are holding it, and then you cut the string, which means the other end should have the ball. So then the question is, what is that doing at the end to increase tension? Because on the
Yeah,
ones like the EHB that go straight in line, as you turn these, it pulls the string backward. It tightens a screw, which pulls the string back with the ball in a hook. So if you're doing that, but you're on top of the string turning it, obviously there'd be some gearing going on to get mechanical leverage. But like, I wonder where the limit is, because all I can think is that must be turning a gear that's running a worm drive, like a worm gear that's pulling the string back. So I just wonder how much you actually have worth of tension you can add. Because, like with the EHB, when you do a string change, you loosen it all the way, you hook the string, you've got to pull it pretty tight at the head where you're tightening it. Because if you have it loose, you could end up running out of tension and still end up not having it in tune. So I just find it interesting that I just find that design interesting. It's weird.
yeah, yeah. Unique. So this is the six-string version of it. It's kind of reminiscent of a Ibanez. Really, that's kind of what it makes me think about. Not
Yeah,
exactly like a sound gear, but you know, if you're doing six strings, either you're gonna
sure.
do four and two, or you're gonna do three and three. You know,
Nah, do 6 and 0. Make the headstock a foot long.
it's ridiculous. It would
Make
probably
it
be
like a
cool if you did it like
Thunderbird.
if you did it like two and four. That would be cool, I guess.
Could you imagine if like there was a 6 string Thunderbird, the headstock being like 2 foot long?
Yeah, that'd be ridiculous, and it'd be reversed. It'd be reversed too, just to make it more obnoxious. But yeah,
Does anybody sell a 42-inch scale B string? I need one to reach all the way out to here. 2 foot worth of silk on the end of the string.
yeah. So that is close, but it is fortuitous that this person drops in at the appropriate time because we're about to move on to the next little thing that I have seen multiple of my friends actually pick up. It's really cool. So welcome to the stage, Sono Jono. What's going on, man? How you doing?
How's it going? What's good?
Hanging out, hanging out.
I'm not hearing the sound
Uh,
effects here, but I'm hoping you hear it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I actually wanted to go ahead and do this because you made a post earlier today, and this is a plug about a new little uh, headphone amp. That did it just pop out or you just found it?
So, the company Aguilar reached out to me. His name is
Really?
Peter. Yeah,
For real?
he cold messaged me on Instagram and said, "We like your review on the Fender Cobalt pickups, and we would like to know if we would like to send you this headphone amplifier to review?" And I said, "Yeah, absolutely." And it's funny because AMP also did a video about it too. So I guess they did
Yeah.
the same thing to him as well.
Maybe.
Reached out. They reached out to him. He did this video on it for like about a 10, 11-minute run. And I saw that. That was pretty good too. And not gonna lie, I wish I could have said more for that review, but I was such in a huge time crunch. All that video was literally done within 12 hours. So it was a lot of editing, a lot of just chopping up, making sure I was making everything consistent in terms of audio. I had to go
Uh-huh.
back and forth with the certain settings because it kept getting like either clipping or things like that. So it was a lot to process in the background of making that video, but I'm glad it's out. Unfortunately, it wasn't out on the timely manner that I wanted it to be released, but it came out regardless. So I'm just happy that it came out. But I loved it. I love it.
I had to go back and check my doggone messages. Like, hold on, did I miss something? Because I don't have any notifications on because I get a whole bunch of ridiculous messages all the time. So I just kind of just muted it so my phone doesn't explode with notifications. So
Oh, yeah.
that's
I
not a
did
flex. That's
like
just me.
whenever I liked whenever I went on YouTube earlier, it was 2 notifications and it was both about the same that being that Aguilar little plug amp. I was like, "Oh, look. It's like Sono and AMP both put up a video. Oh, good. Now okay, yeah, there's some balloons for you, so you're welcome."
If y'all aren't aware of what we're talking about, let me
Oh,
go ahead and
Let me actually bring
that
it up
up.
too.
Okay. Yeah, so this is it. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Oh, sorry about that. Let me swap it over. This is what it looks like, and this is actually
And that's what it looks like.
in person. Hold up, solo layout. That's what it looks like in person, which is really cool. I have something that looks like, I wonder, it's Amplug, so it has to be put out by Vox.
It's pretty much like a Vox.
Like it looks just like a Vox.
Yeah, all they really did is change the front cover.
Yeah,
That's it. The same build quality and everything in terms of buttons,
yeah,
everything.
Yeah.
Pressing it on to, there,
Then it has the different
Yeah.
outputs. Yeah.
and then
So
holding it.
how many different things are there? Like on the Vox, it had 3 different sound outputs.
So this one only has 2 different outputs. One is just the clean channel, and the other one is just dirt or grubs, tube-like saturated tones from the Aguilar tone hammer.
Okay.
You know what's funny? Again, I wish I would have had more in depth or more time to talk about the pros and cons of this ampliphone.
You do.
Yeah.
You do. You literally
You do now.
Yeah, I do
You-
now here in this platform, which I'll gladly say right now. My only con with this is that I've noticed that when I play with the effects, like when I have the dirt on and I have, let's say, the drum loop in the background, for me, the
Yeah.
battery lasted me like 2-3 hours and it just completely went kaput. So that's my only beef about it, is that the battery life that they said would last like a certain X amount of time on the instruction manual, I didn't get that with this. I only got like maybe 3 hours of playtime before it just cut out. There's even a video of me, which I want to post. I'll make that as a separate like shorts video on my YouTube channel, where I was literally just playing with the chorus effect, and during the middle of me playing the chorus effect, it just went, and I was like, oh, like in the video of me as I'm recording myself, I was like, oh, I guess it died. Yeah. So I wanted to add that so much in the video that I put out, but it would not flow with the direction I was going with the video. So I'm just gonna leave that as like a little blooper edit for the shorts algorithm.
That's funny. So I have the actual Vox Amplug 2, and I've had it for 6 years now. Probably 5 or 6 years. Yeah. I just found it. It's on top of my other amp. It's right here.
Yeah, that's basically it. The
Yeah,
cousin
so-
right there.
This is kind of. It looks the same. I think there may be more buttons on yours, but
They're the same buttons. Does your side of the unit have two buttons?
No, it just has power on this side. There's phones right here. There's aux up top, volume, tone, and then volume for the rhythm section.
Interesting.
And it takes what, two
Yeah,
AAA batteries?
two AAA.
Yeah. And hold up, is it still charged? Can you still get down, buddy? Yeah, you can still get down. I haven't played it in
Nice.
about 3 years. All right.
Yep.
Cool.
So,
I might have to revisit that.
honestly, I think for the price point, because Floof was talking to me about it behind the scenes, he was telling me basically that it should have been at least maybe $10 to $20 cheaper, but for $60, I don't think it's that bad, quite honestly. $60 to me is reasonable. I would like, because that's the thing, Aguilar didn't tell me in the email how much they were going to be. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to leave that question unanswered until I find out whenever they post it online for sale. And then I found it on Sweetwater for 60.
Yep.
And yeah, I was like,
Ironic.
that's not bad.
So,
I know.
boom.
I like that.
Right.
Actually, it's a great price. I would be confident to spend an extra $10 just to get the Aguilar font cover of the basically the same thing you'd be
Oh.
getting on the box.
So the new ones do have two buttons on the side.
Yeah. So
I
that's
got the old version.
yep.
Okay. Cool beans.
Yeah. You should read the negative reviews of the comment section on the actual official Aguilar YouTube channel about this product. It's hilarious because people want to see it as a downgrade or a step away from Aguilar ever since they are under control from Cord. And so to me, I just find it funny because, like, to me, this is just more of a practice unit than an official Aguilar
Yeah.
thing. You know what I'm saying?
So, I mean, you can
Yeah.
record with it. I've done that before.
Yeah, I
Messing
did it
around,
with-
but like,
Yeah.
you're not going to take that to a studio. All you
No,
have to do
not
is
at
have
all.
like a phones out to your Focusrite, and you can record with it. You can do it, but what is that?
Oh, the
Joyo.
Joyo. Yep.
Okay,
Joyo.
cool.
When I bought this, it was called the Basement, and now they don't call it that. I just looked on Amazon, and now it's just bass guitar headphone amp bassist pocket mini practice amplifier with aux in.
That is such a mouthful.
And then they have like parenthesis JA-03B. So if the like Alibaba name style didn't work, we also have an Ibanez naming style going in
Literally
there too.
that.
That one's only $15 though. So I mean, and it has probably the exact same three knobs that you guys have. Just three
Yeah.
little rotary dials. They say mix, tone, and volume.
What's
And it
this?
still has, I don't know. I would guess that's probably from the auxiliary in, maybe. So that you can. No? Because there's also a headphone jack that says phone as well. So that's where you're plugging your headset. And then I guess mix is probably whatever you're plugging into it. But I haven't used this thing in like 6 months and it still has power. So that's pretty neat.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't
and
use it.
It's funny because I've always seen those products to be kind of gimmicky in a sense of like I wouldn't really never see myself buying a lot of money just for this. That is kind of cheap in terms of quality. Because it's the same thing with this too. I'm always afraid of dropping this and it'll just shatter.
Oh
I
yeah,
dropped
dude,
this-
you can't leave it in there.
Yeah.
You can't. You have to immediately take it down, tuck in the jack cord, and then sit it face up because you don't want no problems.
Oh no, absolutely. And
Hella ginger with mine.
and it's crazy too because I have dropped this many times too during my recording process, and it's still held. Yeah, it still held through.
Yeah. Let's see. I might have to try one, see if it'll interface with my Vox Super Beetle audio. The SBA can use Vox and use it as an amp. Yeah, that's an idea. Carolina Big, what's going on?
I had
Has the
seen
same
someone
layout.
who used one of those, I think it was a Vox, and they literally just used it to plug into a PA system. They just needed something to act as an amp. So it was like, I have I think they had like 3 or 4 adapters, like to get from a regular headphone to eventually like XLR, so they could hook into a sound system. But it was like they had, like how you said, how you reach in your back pocket and pull out the Elf. This person reaches in their front pocket and pulls out just this little like Vox head. Look at this. This isn't even my final form.
I'm gonna plug into this. Click adapter. I'm gonna plug into this, and then click adapter. I'm a DI into your stuff. Yeah.
By our powers combined.
I am a genius. It has the same layout as my AC30 and plug too. Yeah. Yeah, the design is the same. A lot
They're
of people
probably
kinda
like
just-
Sono said. They're probably just all made in the exact same place, and they just slap
Yeah.
a front.
yeah,
This one says
basically
pretty
amp.
much it.
Gibson gonna get in on this and put a Marshall on one of them. There you go.
That would actually be pretty cool, but I'm sure they have like a heavy metal one already. Vox has to. They have a. Oh, there you go. High gain. That's your Marshall. Boom. Then they got boutique, which is your probably
Soldano or something, dual rectifier.
yeah, or like a boutique, right? So I'm assuming it's gonna be like heavily saturated with chorus or something. So probably like a frontman PV backstage plus something like that. I don't know.
A Fender Bassman.
Those aren't that bad. I actually like them. I wouldn't buy one because it's tube and it's heavy, but it's actually pretty cool.
You said high gain. Sono got high gain for you.
What bass are you playing?
This is the Squire Active Jazz Bass.
That's pretty good. Sounds pretty nice.
Yeah, I turned off, or I pretty much cut the EQ, just so I'm just playing just
Passive.
passive.
Basement is a much better name. It is the cheapest plug-in bass amp. Shannon.
Indeed. It took him 0 time to fire off something that'll get me in trouble. That's hilarious. I shouldn't have brought it up there, but it's funny. D from Brooklyn. So obviously, you may be watching this from Brooklyn. What's going on?
That's a decent
let's see.
chance.
Yeah, decent.
Just
I
got, a
the Meteor
Meteor.
bass. Very interesting bass. Yeah.
Which one? What finish? Why isn't it a 5-string?
Was it a 5?
If I'm telling you right now, if when they released those Ultra 2s, if there had been a Meteor 5-string, I would have been considering buying it. Like, I really want to buy one and make it a 5-string.
That's interesting. What's going on, Redman? How you doing? Sono got that Squire. Please show that baby. They knew what the bass was before you even showed it. That's crazy.
I know that is insane, right?
Shannon be
Shannon's
stalking
on
everybody.
it. Shannon's on it. That's crazy. All right, you got it. Let's see. You send that chip design to China. They will all build any gadget. Yeah. Yep. Let's see. Boutique would likely be a Dumble. A Dumble? What is a Dumble?
That makes sense. That would.
What's a Dumble?
It's an amp. Super expensive.
Okay. Let's see. Boutique could be matchless. Saldano, lots of possibilities. Yeah. Player 2,
Mason.
brilliant blue finish. Brilliant blue finish. Meteor.
I don't remember. I thought it was Lake Placid blue was with the Pa Fiero fingerboard. Maybe it was called Brilliant Blue. That's the one I had, was the blue with the white pick guard. It was so pretty. I regret getting rid of it.
Let's see. It still is a thou wow, which isn't bad. This Opal Spark. I don't. What's Brilliant Blue?
The blue and white one that I'd had, I haven't seen them selling new for a while. I don't know if they just stopped doing it.
Hold on. So this is what they had.
That's
What
what
they calling
yeah.
this?
Oh, they got new
Opal
colors
Spark.
now.
I don't think so. Those are the same colors. The Ultra 2 has different colors, unless that's what they're talking about.
That's because I've never seen the Meteora in that opal color or whatever blue color it is.
Yeah, that I had that blue one.
I've always seen the Silver Burst one.
Yeah.
That's it.
The silver burst, there's like that tobacco burst kind of look to it. There's the red fade to yellow. But I don't think the Ultra has a blue. I think it has that like solar flare, Texas tea, and then there's like a wood if I remember right.
Yeah, we talked about that a few base names ago.
Yeah.
It's interesting. But yeah. Sweet. Thank you, Sono.
Yes.
Did you upgrade? Did you upgrade the Squire?
Not yet. I want to wait maybe next week or two so I can install a Johnny's 2-band preamp.
Also, wow. John East on the Squire. The preamp itself is going to cost way more than the bass.
Honestly, worth it. Well, actually, no, it's like $200, so a little less because price point for the Squire is $330.
I thought John East was like minimum $299.
For the J-Tone Retro, I believe, is like $225 off of Reverb. I know the
Okay.
ones that are the 3-bands are expensive, but me personally, I don't like a 3-band on jazz basses. Yeah, I don't like 3-band preamps on jazz basses.
Really?
You know what's crazy too? Because I'm on a different web browser using this StreamYard application, my government name is now exposed. This sucks. There goes my incognito. Well, this is the only time you'll ever see my government name
Why
on
don't you just
one
change
fully
it?
live stream. I'm trying to, won't let me. But I have to get
Well,
going anyway.
Drop
so
out,
it's-
come back in.
What are
Nah.
you using?
It's good. No, I'm using Brave, the internet browser Brave, because for some reason Google Chrome wasn't allowing access to my microphone. It was just not allowing me at all. So anyway,
That's
I do
weird.
have to get going though, unfortunately, because that was
Okay.
pretty much the only time I needed to, stop
N-
by and say.
Now that
"Hey,
I've
this
been
is about my
exposed."
Aguilar name. Oh, hey, look. What happened? What government name?
What are you talking about, man?
Yeah, what was the government name?
Yeah.
Sonicus
Well,
Jonicus.
if you got to drop out, thank you so much for pulling up. I'm actually about to wrap this up. Just wanted to kind of hop on here, let a few cats know about some new developments that came out, 2 of them at least, and I'm waiting to see if I can get my hands on one to demo. I reached out, and we'll see what happens. I do want to check out that 6-string, because how this close bass sounds in a 6-string form, the chordage it'll probably be ridiculous. And of course I'm gonna string it E to F. Definitely gonna do all that. So the possibilities are endless, which is really, really dope. Sono, thank you again, Sono, for hopping through. Appreciate it.
Bye, Sono.
And yeah, I have to tuck in my kiddo, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this stream here. And I think this was probably just around 30 minutes. Well, it's 42 minutes.
That's what it says.
Yep. Appreciate y'all checking the stream out. You can check out OB. And I think I have him in the description. If not, I will make it a default to throw him in the description. Go and subscribe to his channel. He is doing his own podcast called The Basics on Sunday, midday. So keep your eyes open for that. You want to talk about what you're going to be doing on The Basics? Or are you good?
It's where there's a few of us who have tried to plan it. The general idea is that it's going to be like a live stream vlog lesson. We'll have different experts like Bully who come in and teach us stuff so that we can learn stuff. I mean, hey. So
Okay.
it'll be different subjects. This last week was great. We had 3 viewers at different times. Bully was there twice. So there we go.
I was there the whole time.
It literally showed me at one point that there was only, most of the time it showed one viewer, and at one point Prop dropped a comment, you dropped 2 comments, and then another person dropped like a whole conversation, and it was just the 2 of us, the only people really in there talking. So the last one was supposed to be the ideas generation, and we got quite a few ideas. Now I just got to get people to take the topics and then start throwing them out there so that we can start doing it. But it's going to be general things. If anyone has any ideas, if you want to go look at the video, even if you don't like actually watch the whole, because it's like an hour and something, you don't want to watch all that. Half of it's me sitting here saying I don't know how to live stream without someone on there like Bully. So but if you want to drop something in the comments like, hey, here's a subject, then I'll be happy to try to coordinate somebody to take that subject and teach us all about it.
That's a cool concept. It's like a learning stream. It's like free bass lessons.
That's the plan.
Which is cool.
My name's not Scott though, so be all right.
Yeah, man. So everybody here, thank you so much for dropping in. I've been Alan Brian K. Bully the Kid. This is O. Catch you in the next one. Y'all be easy. I really need to get that freaking board so I can do the hand clap out. I need to just go ahead and just bite it, bullet, and get that thing.